One of the wonderful consignments that we have for this upcoming fun auction is a grouping of $2 bills from somebody who really enjoyed collecting $2 notes. And the $2 notes from this collection span a lot of different areas of currency collecting. The first here is very scarce. It's a serial number 1 national banknote from Ohio. And what you'll notice is that there's only about 3 dozen of these in existence out of the 12,000 some odd banks that printed notes. So this was the first $2 bill from this bank that was issued over the counter.
What's the deal with the $2? It's called the Lazy 2?
This is called the Lazy Deuce because you have the $2 bill that is laying on its side as part of the design. It's one of the classics in numismatics, and obviously an easy entry for the top 100 notes, the book that was written by Q. David Bowers.
What kind of value?
This particular note is going to sell for in excess of $20,000. Among the other $2 bills that we have in this auction is a 1976 $2 Federal Reserve note from San Francisco. Serial number 1s are very scarce among $2 notes because so few $2 notes were issued. Since small size was issued, since small size Federal Reserve notes were issued, you really only had a few series from which serial number 1s could be printed and released. This particular piece is from San Francisco, and what makes it extra special when compared to other serial number 1 small size notes is you have the label that came with the brick of when these notes were issued. So they were issued in bricks of 4,000, and at the front of the brick they always published the serial number. So you knew which serial numbers were in there, and it was a control measure by the Bureau of Engraving and Printing and the Treasury. It's very rare, and this might be the only set that you'll see complete where you have both the brick and the label, and you also have the serial number 1 $2 to go with it.
Do you have the story of how the brick was found?
We don't have the story, unfortunately. That might be lost to history, but it's still a very cool item.
What kind of value?
The last serial number 1 deuce that we sold was a star note and from San Francisco, and that sold for $30,000 plus. This one will probably be in the $20,000 range. Another great $2 note that's in this auction is an error note. This particular note is from series 1976, and the error occurred when they took sheets that were completely printed, both the back, the front, and the overprint, which includes the serial number, and was fed back into the serial numbering machine again. So you have 2 seals, 2 serial numbers on either side, and 2 fed seals here. What's neat about this is that you have 2 different serial numbers. It's one of the great classic error rarities that's in the market, and these notes sell for between $10,000 and $15,000.